Hi, my name is Victor, and this is a story about Clara Hensley, a journalist who checked into room 6 of the Graveshade Inn. She thought she was chasing a story, but what she found was something far darker. It was a stormy evening when Clara Hensley, a freelance journalist, pulled up at the old Graveshade Inn. The building stood at the edge of town, surrounded by tall oaks that clawed at the sky like blackened fingers. Clara had driven for hours through rain-slicked roads, her headlights cutting through fog that seemed alive. The innkeeper, a frail woman with clouded eyes, greeted her with a brittle smile.
Room 6?
She rasped, handing Clara an old brass key. The woman's hands trembled as though she were passing something heavier than metal. Clara noticed a peculiar smell in the hallway, faintly metallic, like rust or blood. The floorboards whined beneath her boots. Room 6 was at the end of the corridor. When she opened the door, the room felt colder than the rest of the building, though no windows were open. That night, Clara sat at the small desk, writing notes for her upcoming article on the Forgotten Inns. The storm rattled the shutters, but it wasn't the thunder that made her hand freeze above the page. From the corner of the room, a chair creaked. Slowly, she turned. A man was sitting there. His clothes were outdated, a dark coat, boots polished to a dull shine. His face was half hidden beneath the shadow of his hat. Clara's voice caught in her throat.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
The man didn't move, didn't speak, just sat there, as if he had always belonged to the room. Clara fled to the hallway, but when she returned with the innkeeper, the chair was empty. The old woman looked shaken.
You must have been dreaming,
she whispered, but her hands wouldn't stop trembling. That night, Clara barely slept. She kept her lamp burning, pen clutched in her hand like a weapon. At 3 a.m., she heard it again, the creak of the chair. When she forced herself to look, the man was there, closer this time, hat tipped back slightly, revealing eyes as pale as glass. The next morning, Clara demanded answers. The innkeeper avoided her gaze but finally muttered,
Room 6. It keeps its own guest. He never leaves.
Clara, skeptical but curious, decided to investigate. She searched the town archives the following day. What she found was chilling. In 1948, a man named Elias Crane had been accused of murdering a traveling journalist inside Graveshade Inn. The journalist's body was never found. Elias was hanged, proclaiming his innocence to the last breath. Clara returned to room 6 that evening with her recorder. She wanted proof, a voice, a presence, anything. The storm had returned, lightning slashing the sky. As she pressed record, the air grew heavy, suffocating. The man appeared again, rising from the shadows. This time he spoke, his voice deep and ragged.
They buried the wrong body.
Clara froze.
What do you mean?
His eyes bore into hers.
I was afraid. The journalist, she never left this room.
A chill ripped through Clara. Slowly, she turned toward the wardrobe in the corner. She had ignored it before, thinking it just another antique piece, but now her instincts screamed. Her hands shook as she pulled it open. Inside, beneath rotted coats, she found a hollow panel, and behind it, bones. A skeleton, still wrapped in scraps of clothing from the 1940s. The recorder in Clara's hand beeped, then died. When she spun back around, the man was gone. A few days later, the headlines spread everywhere. Missing journalist's body found after 70 years. Elias Crane's name cleared. Clara felt relieved. The mystery was solved. Elias was innocent. But weeks later, she replayed the recording that had survived before her device went dead. At first, only the sound of Clara's own breathing filled the silence. Then another voice, faint, yet unmistakable, a woman whispering,
I am the journalist, and now it's your turn.
The recording ended with the creak of a chair. That was Clara's story. Room 6 gave Elias peace.